That reminds me of a long time ago when I used to go on television shows. There was one called The Face Off. That's where I went. Changed my life, it did. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for Face Off. Do you have a cracker? I'm mighty famished.
Hi, I'm Brian Cowell. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I live in Orlando, Florida. And this is my face-off submission. I'm newly married 2.5 years ago. I have 2 dogs, no kids yet. And the reason why I came down to Orlando, Florida was to work at Universal Studios. I was a part of the crew that provided Shreks for the park and Farquads. I was very enamored with Michael Jackson's Thriller, and specifically the making of featurette that happened right after Thriller. I loved how Rick Baker transformed meek, mild little Michael Jackson into that crazy, terrifying werecat. There's nothing in the world that compares to that. That is magic. If there's any real magic in the world, that was it, and that's what I wanted to do. I definitely attribute a lot of my interest to some of Tom Savini's stuff. Dick Smith, I did get to see some of his stuff. It was a little before my time. It blows my mind, the ingenuity of Lon Chaney. Why do I want to be on the show? I want a chance to get back in touch with what I know I'm supposed to be doing in life. I'd like to give my career and my dreams one real big push. For the past 7 years, I've been working in the scenic industry to make my money. I've worked for places such as Cinnabar, Echo Arts, and Entech Creative Industries. During that time, I was able to work on some great projects. Henrietta the Hungarian Horntail, the dragon in the Harry Potter ride, I was able to work on that, working on the silicone skins and painting the eyeballs and such. I was actually part of the VIP opening event for Harry Potter. As I was working for Artistic Adventures, we made over 1,000 wands, magic wands that had infrared emitters and or sensors and an LED light. And it was all for one moment in time when Harry Potter points the wand at the castle and all lights up. It was really cool. Currently I'm working on some statues and prop pieces for Harry Potter Park in Japan. I was a part of the team that made the Cars icons out at the Art of Animation Resort. I also had a hand in seaming up and bodyworking Triton and Ursula out at the same Art of Animation Resort. Another thing I got to do for Cinnabar was the rehab for the AT-AT Walker outside of Star Tours and Disney's Hollywood Studios. I've also had the fortune of working with friends on their projects. I'm working with my friend Jamie on his X-Men fan film. I also got to produce an alien puppet for him for one of his shorts. That was a fun project. It's very soft still. I had that baking for over an hour and a half. Why is this not setting up? This is the first time that I've ever made a silicone appliance, let alone a gel-filled silicone appliance. As I've read, it is arguably the hardest effect to pull off. It appears that some of the gel silicone had not been sealed by the skin. What I've run into is the silicone problems, also the fact that nowhere local has the bald capping material that won't react harshly to the silicone, such as the watermelon or the vinyl caps. We only have latex around here, and in absence of that, I'm going to show my dedication to get on the show by shaving my head. of these materials are working the way they said it was going to.
We're finishing this. We did not come this far to not finish.
Part of the adventure of making prosthetics is problem solving. When things don't go exactly the way you think they'd go, you have to have the versatility to just keep moving forward. And that's one of the things that I've just run into.
I had the rock to play with when I was a kid. Yeah, just a rock. They call it a pet rock. Put it in a box with a bow. That was our iPods. They're Angry Birds. You want to see an Angry Bird? You took that pet rock and you tossed it at the crow in the trees. That's how you found that. Actually, it reminds me of the time that I had to make myself look like I was, what was that? Oh yeah, old! I had to look old. And I decided to use materials that I never used before. That turned out to be a bit of a problem. After Face Off, I had proven myself to the people of the industry. I was back when I was physically fit and mentally, whatever. I just went through all of this. All of that. That's dedication. Stayed the course, and I got something down. Sometimes you just gotta get something down.
Face Off. I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? This is the middle third. I like being a makeup artist because I get to use really cool chemicals. It's about my favorite part of the process.